So the card for Misfits X to Zone X Series 006 has been released, and I'm going to do a little review of the card today and give some early predictions of the fights. You guys seem to enjoy the last YouTube boxing video. It went down very well, so I am back at it again. But this time, we're not looking at the past. We're not looking at, previous YouTube boxing knockouts. We are focusing on the future. So here is the card, and already what I'm going to say is that when I looked at it, I was like, oh shit, this is going to be the worst card out of them all. But the only reason why I'm saying that is because I don't know most of the influencers on this card. But then I was like, hang on a second. We have seen time and time again when a new face gets added to the Misfits scene, they deliver. Whether it's someone like Dean the Great, Waleed Sharks, they put on a show. And taking them two, for example, before Misfits 001, I never knew who Dean the Great was. And I still remember KSI's video coming out announcing the fights. He was like, Dean the Great, yeah, he's going to be amazing. I'm sitting there like, who the fuck is Dean the Great? When he battered Evil Hero, I was like, oh shit. Alright, he's one to watch then. And then of course he had his absolute classic with Waleed Sharks at 003. And from that point onwards, I was a fan, so I'm looking at this card, and I'll take the first fight, for example, Smith versus Crackra. Don't have a baldy notion who any of these guys are, but I could be looking back in this video going, wow, that's insane, because now I'm a fan of either Smith or Crackra, or both. But I'm going to look up Crackra, so this is him here, Lil Crackra. Okay, so he's got nearly 500k subs, so I thought he was like one of these influencers that aren't really, that big, but I mean 500k is pretty big, and he does make boxing content already, so it does look like he's a perfect fit for the scene. Oh! Crackra ate that one. Oh! Oh! The combo! Oh! You can tell that he can really just come at you from a very unexpected moment. He's got like that, what's the word? Quickness, I guess, He might press up against you and then just and you'll be like, what the? Oh!
Let's go, Khalid, turn up, finish the round strong.
Oh, that was a nice dodge. Oh, and again! This boy can move.
To spar.
Got the evasion skills. Oh!
Finish strong, Khalid, 10 seconds, finish strong, answer, stay in there, bang with him.
He's going a bit harder with this. Oh! No! Alright, he's got some swift movements. Hang on. Big dodge here. And then he comes up. Oh! Insane. Oh, ball guy coming through. This guy's a bit bigger. Is he the same weight class? Oh! But Lil Crack's doing some work now. You see, already, I'm getting more excited for his fight. I didn't even know who he was 10 minutes ago. That's the whole point of Misfits. To introduce you to new fighters, make you get to know them, and then you can get some new favourites, Will this guy be my new favourite? Who knows? I want to see him in a real fight, and we will see. Maybe the other guy, Smith, will destroy Crackra. And I'll be like, yo, Smith, you're the man, but time will tell. Oh! If this ball guy hits the canvas, it's even worse, because there's no hair for protection. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, he had some shots there. But if his head smacks off the ground, it's a GG. Especially on this just floor. Not even in the ring. Imagine just threw him against. Right, that's enough for one fighter, because there's a lot to get through here, so I don't want to, really analyze everyone to, a great point. Okay, so then we got Kimbo Slice Jr. versus OJ Rose. I kind of know OJ Rose from a few Twitter spaces. I love jumping into Twitter spaces, listening to what people are saying, if there's any beef going on, and just talking about upcoming fights and whatever. Kimbo Slice was a guy. He was famous, right? Mixed martial artist. Yeah, Kimbo Slice. Remember him? Bahamian mixed martial artist. So I'm pretty sure Kimbo Slice Jr. is just the son of him. And he looks like he's been in some MMA situations as well, just like his father. He's 31 years old. Alright, so we're going to see what he's like in the boxing ring. And a lot of people might have seen him as an MMA fighter. So for those people, this will be very interesting. I'm going to do a blind prediction right now, and I'm just going to say that Kimbo Slice Jr. is going to knock this guy out. He's just a YouTuber, isn't he? What? American TikTok star known for posting pranks and comedic challenge videos featuring activities such as pillow fighting with strangers or posing as an employee. So this guy's a prankster. Wait, who's he signed to there? Signed to a new promotion. Maybe Misfits, or maybe he was boxing before. Either way, I don't think this guy really has that much experience. So, you know, from where I'm at right now, I can comfortably say that Kimbo Slice Jr. is going to make this guy hit the canvas. Round 2 knockout right here. Is that done? Is that not? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. But up next we have I can't believe this is happening. Chase Demure versus Knight. I think it's Stevie Knight. I don't know who Stevie Knight is, but Chase Demure is a very familiar face, but not for a good reason. Alright, I'm going to be a bit negative here, but for a good reason. He was on Misfits 003, and he put on an absolutely stinking performance. He was the co-main event against Josh Bruckner. Josh Bruckner's a very good fighter. Got knocked out by Salt Pappy, but Salt Pappy's a whole different story. Even still, Josh Bruckner is good, right? He is good. Chase Demure gassed out against this man in 2 rounds. So obviously that's not very good. That's not very impressive. But again, is that just because Josh Bruckner is so, like, his cardio, his fitness is just crazy? So could anyone really go to Salt Pap? But you know what I mean? Like, if someone was in there with Josh and they went more than 2 rounds, would they start to be more fatigued than if they went against someone else? But we have to revisit that Chase Demure fight, because even though Josh is good, Chase was shite. Look, spat his mouthpiece out on purpose, and he gets booed for obvious reasons. Look, he's taking ages to turn around. Like, bro, Waleed Sharks had less time than that, and the fight was ended.
Chase, you can't defend yourself.
And now he's complaining about being hit in the back of the head just to buy more time. Like, bro, what the fuck is this? I don't know why he's allowed back, I'm not gonna lie. But to be fair, he made it to the end of the round, right? 15 seconds. And he is getting lit up still, so he's got a bit of a chin. But he's just got nothing left in 2 rounds. Like, what is that? Cardio is fucking shitter than my granny's. And she's a fat ass.
I'm gonna need you to show me something this round, bro. I need you to show me something.
He needs to show something, but he can't. He just can't. And that's it right there. It's all over. So my final thoughts on Chase Demure versus this Knight guy is that if Chase Demure is just the way he was in November, it's either, you know what? I don't think he'll get knocked out though. I think he can just. I think he can take bangs, but his body will give up on him. And if he has that kind of cardio in April, then it's a GG, bro. It's done. And I doubt he'll get another fight if he loses to Stevie Knight. So there is interest there. Even though I was saying, oh, he shouldn't be brought back to Misfits, there is interest there. Alright? Because if we do see a new Chase Demure, then fair fucking play. If he gets a comfortable win, or if he just wins anyway, and it's a good fight, and he shows that he can actually stay in the boxing ring for, you know, the entire time, or at least for more than 2 rounds, then automatically he's got my respect. But as it stands right now, this guy is just shite, you know. Then we got Waleed Sharks making his return against Mitchell. Again, I don't know who Mitchell is. Would have loved the first name, but Waleed Sharks, we all know by now, he made an absolute... I mean, some say that Dean the Great versus Waleed Sharks at Misfits 003 is the best... I don't know if they're saying the best YouTube fight of all time, but the best fight on Misfits so far at least. So, in my opinion, I don't know Mitchell, but I hope he's good enough to dance with Waleed, but Waleed is still taking the win. Will it be a knockout? I'm not too sure. Might go all the way. Either way, I think it'll probably be a unanimous decision for Waleed Sharks. He's probably just too skillful for this guy to keep up with, you know what I mean? But then again, this guy might be insane. I don't know. And then we have Minicon. Minicon makes his return to Misfits against Jake the Viking. Just like Chase Demure. In fact, these 2 fighters right here, Chase Demure and Minicon, are at the bottom of my list. Absolutely. And that made the 003 card just... horrendous. Minicon's fight against Knick Knack Paddywhack was trash. I saw no boxing skill whatsoever from Minicon or the other guy. The other guy was gassing out and Minicon still couldn't do shit. it was just a tough watch, to be honest. Alright, so we're in round 2. Knick-knack paddywhack is already just very tired. Minicon is also looking kind of tired, but just look at the state of this. What is that? What are you doing, bro? What the fuck are you doing? It's actually pissing me off. Look at Fangs' face, that says it all. It's just so slow, so boring. This is not boxing. I know it's influencer boxing anyway, but even still, the influencers that are on the scene now bring something most of the time, but this is just... Who even are these guys anyway? Are they even influencers? Where do they come from? But what are you doing? Bro! And that's how it ends. I mean, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I don't know Jake the Viking. People have said that he's a Mr. Beast guy. So, you know what? I have not even seen this guy box. I've not even seen this guy ever in my life, but I'm saying he's gonna sleep Minicon. Chris Avila versus Paul Bamba. Here we fucking go. Alright, so 2 people that I don't know that well. I know Paul Bamba because he just talks the biggest amount of shit in Twitter spaces. But Chris Avila beat Dr. Mike, who was a pretty good boxer. Paul Bamba clearly has something, because since he is regarded as a professional. From what I have heard, this could be fight of the night. Chris Avila and Paul Bamba. Again, I don't know much, but I'm going to say that Paul Bamba gets the job done. Simply on what he's been saying in Twitter spaces. He's got, like, obviously everyone has confidence in this space, but he has got so much confidence, and I think he can back it up. I don't think he's just chatting shit. Then we have the co-main event, Justin Minx versus Fangs. I mean, the fact that this is the co-main event does suggest that this card is a bit wank. But it's nice to have a female fight as the co-main. That's definitely a first. Fangs, by the way, has been putting in that work since God knows when, but she was meant to fight in November, so there's an idea of how long she has just been ready and eager to fight. I used to watch her FIFA videos back in the day, so to see Fangs on a YouTube boxing card, that's pretty nice, you know, that's nice. Do I think she'll beat Justin Minx? Yes, and I don't know anything about Justin Minx, but from what I know about Fangs, I don't think it matters who is in her way right now. She is getting the job done. Maybe Elle Brooke would make something out of Fangs, not gonna lie. But I don't know if this Justin Minx chick has it, you know? Fangs, I know, has it. And then we have the main event, JMX versus LeVeon Bell. Oh shit, I'm excited for this. I am very, very excited for this. JMX getting the main event is very, very interesting, and I'm excited for him. So JMX is an OG of the YouTube boxing scene. Again, used to watch his FIFA videos back in the day, so to see him actually, you know, come back to the influencer scene is great. First of all, because he's not even an influencer anymore, but he still has his past and he still has a big presence about him in this space, so he does deserve the main event, I do think. LeVeon Bell, I think, is an NFL player, and he did have a fight, I think, on Austin versus Gibb 1. I don't know what happened, so we'll hopefully check that out right now. I think he might have got a knockout, to be fair. Right, so this is where it ends, okay? LeVeon Bell fakes a shot, hits him with a massive right hand. Was that where it ended? Oh, yeah, he got dropped. Jesus. Not unconscious, but still a cracking right hand. That wee fake is so cool. Oh! Alright. LeVeon Bell obviously is in great shape. So yeah, I think he could be a problem for JMX, absolutely. This is going to be very, very interesting. That's why it's the main event, because this will be tough. But for my prediction, I'm going to say JMX wins. Maybe by split decision. But JMX is kind of... I think he might still be iffy. That's what I'm scared of, because in his fight against Ginty, which was his last fight, and that was his return to the ring, so bear in mind he was rusty, but Ginty actually dropped him. Ginty dropped JMX. Yes, JMX managed to get a devastating knockout in the end, but that still has to be some concern, you know? Because now that he's stepping in against someone like LeVeon Bell, who clearly is no joke, you know, it could go wrong for JMX. Maybe JMX gets slumped. Who knows? So that is it for my full review and my predictions for Misfits 006. A lot of people have said this is like the worst looking card out of them all, but after this video, I'm feeling good about it. I really am. I'm feeling very good about it, so I'm excited.